Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where I have returned to Druputa to inform Khan Khan that we have brought our revenge down upon the Gorgoon, or whatever they call orcs.
Wild men walk the forest with speed.
My son, Khan, already returned. He brings his brother to the Blood Cloak. Go to him there. Wild men mourn deeply, but not long. That's good because we certainly don't have time for a month of mourning, considering the current military situation. After you go to the Blood Cloak, wild men seek out the horsemen. We will help them. They need fear no Gorgon. Wild men know secret way. Blood Cloak is to east, a top hill on far side of falling water. My son Baigrihan rests there now. All right. To the Blood Cloak. That is most definitely a large waterfall. So let us cross the bridge onto the east side of it. And see if we can find the Blood Cloak. I will presume we have to climb at some point. Oh, actually, this looks like it's starting to climb. Up and around. Oh, up here? Something tells me that I've passed it. Like that big arrow right over here. Actually, maybe I just needed to make a right turn at those buildings instead of a left turn, and then it U-turns around. Yeah, it spirals up. Hey, I think it's working now. Yep, I just needed to go the proper way, and everything would be set. Because I think this makes one more switch. Yep. Well, I must say that their legs must be in pretty good shape over here. Ah, there is. The wind gently sighs through the branches of the Blood Cloak as you approach.
There is sorrow here. There is gladness too.
Many wild men buried at base of Blood Cloak. We remember them all. We remember Baibari Khan. Khanre Khan, grateful for what you did. Grateful as father. Grateful as headsman of wild men. As headman, his command is clear. Wild men will help horsemen. All right.
Wild men go through wood by secret paths.
Corporakan will take you to horsemen. Go at once. Stonehouse folk not stand long against Gorgoon. You will automatically go to Corporakan when you accept this quest. Good, that means I don't have to spend half an hour looking for him. Of course, there'll still be Puko men in the area. Also some stone fences here. What do you say? Hey.
You help horsemen. Wild men help also.
Horsemen camp down at Stone Road ahead. Wild men count many thousand horsemen. Go to them. You help. Wild men help also. Okie dokie. Now, let's see if I could find these horsemen. I presume that they are down somewhere in this direction. Haven't met the horsemen yet, but I did find a Gorgoon. But we could deal with them, right? Of course we can. Still no sign of horsemen, but I still have some spiders to eliminate. So if I see any in the area... I found a horseman! Hello? Well, this must be the right direction then. A few more encounters. The guard calls out a halt, when suddenly his face lights up with recognition. Ah, someone I know! That's good. And this is Wheatfara. You are a long way from the North March Heinlor. I didn't know that you would respond.
A long way from the North March.
I didn't know that you'd respond to the muster of Théoden, but I should have, with no question, yes. I know the king will be glad to see that you've arrived. I came at the behest of Harding, though the injury that I suffered in the hands of Nurzum still pains me. Theodore gave me a new steed to replace poor Windfoot, and its gait is less gentle than my old friend. Still, my leg is on the mend. Well, that's good to hear. I would not refuse Harding's command, and would not, even were both my legs wounded as the one. For now the multitude awaits the king to decide our further course. There is some trouble in our way. While the riders wait for his command, you should speak with some of the men. I am certain that the spirits of many would be buoyed by to see you again. All right, good. So, let's see. Well, as much as I would love to kill 2 more spiders, I think I better focus on the current main quest. That means heading out this way. Is that person in the camp? Well, I guess there is. Well, yeah, they're in the camp if you speak of the camp as being the entire encampment for the military. As for the individual camp, that's where the question is. Is it? Oh, up there. Okay, this looks like a good way up. Warstead of the King's Men. Well, that's... looks like that'll be the right place. I just have to find a way to get up there. Let me save that Warstead for last, since that's where the King's Men are at. So that's probably where I need to head for after this quest anyway, right? I don't remember, but I do remember that there is a stable master here, and that one of the encampments I need to visit is over in this direction. So
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
I'm afraid you talked rather late there. Let's try this Warstead. This is... not too sure what that is. Alright, I forgot which camp that it belongs with. But we may have to deal with a couple of wild beasts as we head over. Hey, no, just making sure that wasn't a spider. Yes, I haven't forgotten about that quest, even if I am not focusing on it at the moment. Now, let's see. Here we are.
Welcome to the last journey.
The Stone Deans are behind, and Gondor lies ahead. The words of Hildegard served me as a shield in my fight with the Dunlendings, as I knew that they would. The seer spoke of my death by orcish hands. Then let me fight the Dunlending tribes from morning till night. But now that Woodhurst is reclaimed, and Yvemund oversees it in my name. I will not refuse to command my king. I march to war, and I wonder if the orc that will lay me low stands ready somewhere at the end of this road. Oh, believe me, that there are plenty of orcs along the road. He certainly does, but I will not let that dissuade me from facing him. All right. So, it is good to see that he is still doing his duty, even though the part that says he's going to get killed is coming near fruition. I have prepared my son Herefara for this, if my days are soon to be ended. He knows our duty. Join us and rejoice, Pinelore. Glory and honor await us. Okay, well, good to see that he's cheerful. And that he's content over this current situation. Now, we need to get way down here, right? I headed to the east side now, skipping the King's Warstead for the moment. And now, this is the Warstead of the Aerlingus. Let's see. Oh, here we are. It is Elfmar. Hello.
The Elford will prove itself worthy of its reputation.
It's good to see you among the soldiers, Pinelore. My father and I responded to the muster of Theoden King with as many men as we could find. We have 8 Aorids between us, a fine number. The Elford will prove itself worthy of its reputation. I hope that you find along the shield brothers of Aylmer in the coming engagement, but that may not come to pass. The marching order is not yet sent, but when we've come to Pelennor, we'll likely ride with the king's men, and I will be among the Aerlingus. Still, the press of battle will no doubt allow us both much chance for glory. I am certain that you will attain no small share of it for yourself. All right, thank you. Now, let's see. How about the other side where I believe I will find the Warstead of the King's Men? Oh, I really... Okay. Did I miscalculate things? Whoops. Now we have here Fostrid.
I thought you would be somewhere in this assemblage.
My lands were well represented in this muster, and my heart soared in the gladness of my king's eye for it. 300 valiant men of the Sudcross awaiting his command. My son Fulkred will weather the storm in Edoras with my mother. It was the vile Kroomgum that moved her to spirit Fulkred away from the Snowborn, and now I am glad that it was done. The Lady Eowyn will keep them safe, and my wife Elflad has gone after them to await until the war's done. For my part, I am hoping to see Kroomgum in our path along the road to Gondor. He and I have unfinished matters to which we must attend. Insults were done to me and my house, and I would have them repaid in blood. All right, so that means we have Grimbold left, if I can figure out the best way to climb that hill. This appears to be the most likely place I could think of. Warstead of the Helminglass. Oh, but I think what I want is up this hill here. Does it wrap around the back? Well, it looks like the king wanted a nice high location. Oh. probably so that he could have a good place to see everything that goes on. Well, they might not be able to see everything because of how rocky this location is, but it looks like that is the right way to go. So, where is Grimbold? I think that's him up ahead. Hello there.
There is some trouble on the road ahead.
We meet again, Pinelore, once more on the eve of battle. I have 10 Eredrids of men from the Westfold with me, and we ride with Theoden King to the aid of Gondor. Some of these men fought with me at the fords, and still others defended at the deep from Saruman's malice. They catch what the rest they can get before we make move again. There's some trouble on the road ahead. I heard the scouts tell that orcs have blocked the straight way to the Pelennor. The danger doesn't worry me. Nay, I am worried that dealing with this force will slow us over much, and by the time that we reach the White City, it will be filled not with doughty men, but with ravaging orcs. Time for our greatest enemy on this road, Pinelore, as it ever is. Yes, time is our enemy. Alright, so now I need to speak to Thrym Rebeard in the southeastern reaches. And I thought it would be optimal to come to this place last. Ah, Thrym Redbeard.
We have been through much.
What adventures have brought you to join this assemblage? I have here but one Eredred, but it is composed of the fiercest warriors in all of Rohan. I stake my honor upon it. We've been through much to come to this company. We received the call to the weapon take on the night of March 11th, and I began to gather what men I could, 2 Eredrids of Wildermore's most skilled riders. At dawn I led these men east of the wold, but I didn't know the danger that was so near. Under the cover of darkness, orcs and Easterlings had crossed the river into the Undeeps. They overwhelmed the watchers of Stangard and crossed into the wild. The enemy assailed Harwick, but Aldor Harding had already gone to the weapon take. His son Ledwig remained in the city and saw that all would soon be lost. That is when my elders charged right into the flank. The enemy, our fortunes did not hold, and we were soon routed. The city was now afire. Ledwig rode forth and fought valiantly, but he was grievously wounded. We withdrew to a defensible position on the hilltop. It was to be the location of our last stand. Early in the morning on the March 12th, as the enemy prepared to climb the hill and put an end to us, one of our scouts reported hearing the sighing sound of the wind. It was the rustling of branches, thousands of them, and as it rushed down from Wildermore in a great flood of sound. Behind the great sound came the trees, dozens of trees of every variety, and among them strode great shepherds. At first I thought that these were the devils of Nurzum's kind, but it was not so. They were led by a strange fellow by the name of Leaflock, okay. And good to see that he had not forgotten, and he spoke in halting fashion of many unfathomable mysteries, some of which I still have not yet unraveled. There will be time for determining the meaning behind his words later, if we survive the war ahead. He didn't consider himself or his people warriors, but I can tell you that they became a terror on the battlefield. The enemy will not come back to the wold. Well, that's good to hear. There was only one Ered left to me after the battle. We rode with haste and to the Entwade and changed horses. We passed Aldburg at dusk and did not stop. Upon reaching Beacon Watch, we had to stop and rest, and learned there that Theoden camped in the Frian Wood that night before. At dawn on the 13th, with our horses refreshed, we crossed the Mering stream and strode hard through the Beacon Hills. We were so close, but yet not close enough. We were beset by orcs and varags near Duldini. Amandine, yes. We broke through the line of varags, but they did not pursue us. I think now I know why they didn't. They knew that the road ahead would be held against us. In the darkness of night we came to the western flank of the encampment in the Druiden, and were nearly turned into pincushions by Grimbull's sentries. At that last moment one of the archers recognized me by the spectre of my bier, crimson in the guttering light of a single torch that they allowed. Can you imagine what Kuneberg would say if this great tale of mine, of riding more than 500 miles in 3 days to the aid of my king, ended with me and my men put to the ground by our own sword brothers? I can imagine what she would say, and it makes my head hurt more than any of Nurzim's tantrums. That is the tale, Pinelor. We have ridden hard and through battle to stand with Theoden King onward to triumph and glory. I have spoken already with Harding and given him news of his sons, but you should speak with him also. He is in the northeastern reaches of the encampment. Well, that was a long story. Will Aldor Harding have an equally long story to tell us? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.